Be busy and stressful, we all know this. So they can take a toll on our mental health. Even our kids can feel that impact of the holiday season. So one Arizona group is teaching all of us how to prioritize our own well-being. So joining me now, two people from Mindfulness First. I have with me Madison and Jessica from Mindfulness First. Hello, ladies. Thanks for being with us today.
Hi.
Well, first of all, let's talk about, Jessica, what is Mindfulness First? What is this organization?
So Mindfulness First is a 501(c)(3). We have been in the Valley for 10 years, and we work in the schools teaching students, teachers, mindfulness, emotional regulation, how to calm their nervous systems, all those types of things.
And enough that where I was doing some reading, the students are saying this is the first time mental health was kind of brought up to us and how to regulate it. So Madison, you have a personal story with this, correct?
Yeah, so I actually discovered mindfulness when I left the classroom. I was a classroom teacher for many years, and when the pandemic started, it was a struggle for me to manage teaching my kiddos online virtually and then to support my own personal kiddos at home. And I didn't have the tools to navigate those stressors, and I ended up becoming pretty physically and mentally sick. And so I had to kind of learn the tools to become aware of how I was feeling and the strategies to put in place to navigate those feelings. And came across Mindfulness First and saw that they're teaching teachers this, they're teaching kids this, and we're teaching kids to understand the impact that stress has on our brains and our bodies.
And you know firsthand, and you were able to use these tools. And as a teacher, of course, you researched and found an organization that now you work for.
Exactly.
So it must have worked for you.
Yes, a dream come true.
I see that you guys brought some props. So Jessica, walk us through what we have here.
All right, so this is our glitter jar right here, and we kind of, I like to use it when I'm teaching just to kind of show how it feels in our body when we get stressed out. So when we're stressed out, our body, it's just swirling around, and a lot of the times with the students, I'll have them take deep breaths in and then just kind of blow out. When we blow out long and slow, it actually regulates our nervous system. It gives our body the signal that we're safe. So taking those long, deep breaths out, exhaling longer than the inhale, can really have us really calm down a lot. And even just watching the glitter settle is calming to our nervous system.
So during the holidays, how do you think, because I can feel the stress start to, did I miss someone on my list? When am I gonna get everything done? How do we cope?
Well, there's lots of different ways we can cope. One of the best ways I love to just keep reminding myself to keep my boundaries, have my boundaries. Really notice my body. Mindfulness really is noticing how we feel on the inside, noticing how our brain feels, how our body feels. And so if I'm noticing myself getting dysregulating, if I notice my jaw tightening or those tight feelings in my tummy, just really taking a step back and realizing how much can I handle, and being able to say no, being able to say, no, I can't do that. Being able to maybe skip a party or not go to a holiday gathering, and take the space and the time I need so I can show up as my best self and really enjoy the holiday season.
Be in the moment.
Yeah.
So Madison, what about the kids? How can we guide them best through this time?
I think first it starts with us as adults becoming aware of how we're feeling and how we are showing up in our everyday life, understanding that if we're having really big high levels of stress, that we're not accessing the parts of our brain that are in charge of making smart choices and thinking critically. So really prioritizing putting our own oxygen mask on first, so then we can support our kiddos in maybe helping guide them through a mindful moment, maybe getting our energy out and doing some mindful movement together. One really quick mindful moment we like to do in the classroom is candle breathing, where we have kids imagine that they have a candle and they're taking a big inhale, and like Jessica mentioned, focusing on making the exhale longer than your inhale. And we can even bring in noticing maybe the color of the candle that you want, or the scent, and bringing in those sensory experiences as well can help us to ground into the present moment and kind of relax our guard dog, the part of our brain that's in charge of keeping us safe.
The guard dog.
Yes.
We gotta send him to the dog house.
Exactly.
Thank you, Jessica Madison. Great advice. I feel calmer already.
Thank you.
Mindfulness
you.
first. They have lots of great information. And we have that information for you on our website, azfamily.com, our news app, and click on the Seen on TV tab. Deep breaths.